Hello dear students, welcome to the e-classes organized by Purnachandra Higher Secondary School, Raghunathpur, Balipada, Moirganj. For more details about Purnachandra Higher Secondary School, you can contact in the details provided below the screen. So, in our last class, we have discussed about refraction and refraction in plane surfaces. So till now we all have discussed about refraction in plane surfaces, or I can say plane refracting surface. Plane refracting surface, the best example is the glass slab. In the last class I have shown you the refracting glass slab, that it is a plane refracting surface. So now we are going to discuss about what is spherical refracting surface. That is spherical refracting surface. It means, or it is also known as curved refracting surface. Okay, curved refracting surface. Curved refracting surface. It means the refracting surface will not plane. It is curved. Okay. So let's understand it with an example. Then after I will go to the definition that I have written here. Suppose I have considered a glass slab. Okay. Suppose I have considered a glass slab like this. Okay. So I wish to cut the glass slab like this. Okay. I have cut the glass slab like this, not like this, like a curve. Okay. Then the glass surface is divided into two segments. First segment will be like this. Okay. First segment will be like this, and the second segment will be look like this. Okay. If a glass slab is cut into two parts, then first segment, this is the first segment and this is the second segment. The first segment will look like this and the second segment will look like this. I have drawn that in the picture. So now look at this first segment, okay, and then after second segment. So in the first segment here, this is the center, okay, and here in the second surface, this is the center of the refracting surface. This curved surface is also a glass. Okay, so in that refracting surface, this middle portion is known as pole. But this middle portion is known as pole. Okay, so in this type of second segment, this middle section is known as also pole. But look at this figure very carefully, that the refracting surface is have a bulge at the center. Okay, it means the refracting surface has a bulge. It means the center is like this. Okay, so this is known as bulge. So I can draw it like this. Okay, there is a bulge at the center. Okay, so but in the second segment, look at the pole. The pole is pressed in the center. Okay, there is a pressed in the center. Okay, there is a bulge in the center. BULGE, bulge at the center. Okay, center means at the pole. Bulge at the center. But here in this case, there is a pressed, or there is a press in the center. Okay, so there are two types of spherical refracting surface. Okay, first one is bulge at the first refracting surface is bulge at the pole, and second surface is a pressed at the pole, or I can say this is the center. Okay, so this type of refracting surface, okay, this is the plane refracting surface. This is also a plane refracting surface. But this type of refracting surface, which has a bulge at the center, is known as convex refracting surface. Okay, convex refracting surface. So convex refracting surface, convex refracting surface. Okay, convex refracting surface. It has a, how to recognize a convex refracting surface? It has a bulge at the center. Okay, bulge at the center. Bulge at the center. But how to recognize a concave refracting surface? Concave refracting surface. How to recognize concave refracting surface? So there is a pressed, or I can say there is a press at the center. Okay. This is the physical property of a concave refracting and convex refracting surface. So how to recognize a convex refracting surface? So there should be a bulge at the center. Or how to recognize a concave refracting surface? So there is a press at the center. This is the two types of spherical refracting surface. Okay. Now look at the definition that I have written here. Okay. Now look at the definition. So I have written here that refracting surfaces that form a part of a sphere. Refracting surface that form a part of a sphere of a transparent refracting material. Okay, let's first consider a transparent refracting material. Okay, so here I have considered a refracting material, that is a glass slab. Suppose in this type of convex refracting surface, okay, if I virtually draw the segment, the rest segment of the spherical refracting surface, then it will look like a sphere. Okay, it will look like a sphere. Suppose I draw a concave refracting surface, it also will give birth to a sphere. Okay, this is a sphere and also this is a sphere. So if this is the curvature, there is also a center. Okay, this is point is C. If this is the curve, then here will be the center. Okay, this is known as pole and this point is also known as pole. So there is a distance between C and P. Okay, there is a distance between C and P. So what is C? C is the center of curvature. Okay, C is the center of curvature. C point is the center of curvature. Okay, it means the curve has a center at point C. So CP. Now CP is the radius of curvature. Okay, CP is the radius of curvature. CP is known as radius of curvature. So I can draw here also like this. Okay, these all are same with CP. These are the known as radius of curvature. Okay. So now I can extend the radius of curvature like this, and to the left also I extended the line like this. So here it can be drawn like this and this. So the axis, okay, the axis that goes through the center of curvature and pole is known as principal axis. Okay, what? Known as principal axis. Here I have written it as XY. So XY is the principal axis. Principal axis of the, here in the convex refracting surface or here in the concave refracting surface. This is known as principal axis. C is the center of curvature, CP is the radius of curvature, XY is the principal axis of the refracting surface. Now look at the definition. Refracting surfaces that form a part of a sphere. This is a refracting surface. If I virtually draw it, it will give rise to a sphere, okay, of a transparent refractive material. So where I extended this part, it will give birth to a sphere, and this sphere is this part. Suppose this is known as AB. AB is a part of that sphere. So here I have written the definition of spherical refracting surface or curved refracting surface. So curved refracting surface is usually two types. First one is convex refracting surface and second one is concave refracting surface. So how to recognize convex refracting surface? That it have a bulge at the center. And how to represent a concave refracting surface? That should be a press at the center. This is how we can recognize a spherical refracting surface. Okay, so we in our daily life we use various optical devices, okay, like simple microscope, compound microscope, telescope. So we all use spectacles, okay, for our eye problem or eye defect. We all use spectacles. Those spectacles are made up of lenses. Okay, spectacles are made up of lenses of a refracting material. Okay, so let's discuss about lenses, or I can say here in your syllabus this is thin lenses. Okay, thin lenses means the lens are very thin in nature, very बहुत पतला है. Okay, thin lenses means very thin lens. In our spectacles we use very thin lens. So here we are going to discuss about thin lenses. So what is the definition of lens? Okay, so I am going to write about the definition of lens. So it is the portion of a refracting material bounded by two refracting surfaces. Okay, bounded by two refracting surfaces, out of which at least one is curved. Okay, so it is the portion of a refracting material bounded by two refracting surfaces, out of which at least one is curved. It means one surface is curved. Okay, at least one surface is curved. Okay, so this is the definition of lens. So what is the definition means? What the definition means is that the lenses have two refracting surfaces. Okay, the lenses are bounded by two refracting surfaces and at least one of them is curved. Okay, lenses are usually of two types. Okay, lenses are usually of two types. First one is a convex lens. Okay, convex lens, and second one is a concave lens. Let's try to understand this definition with an example. Okay, suppose I have taken a convex lens. Okay, I have taken a convex lens. Okay, so convex lens looks like this. Okay, convex lens looks like this. So now understand the definition of lens. Lens is the portion of a refracting material. इसका मतलब यह है, ये जो लेंस इसको हम किसी एक रिफ्रैक्टिंग मटेरियल से काट के बनाया हुआ है. ओके, मटेरियल बाउंडेड बाय टू रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेसेस. Look, this is a refracting surface and this is another refracting surface. So the lens is bounded by two refracting surface. Okay, this is the convex lens. So I can draw here also for concave lens. Okay, concave lens looks like this. Okay, so now look, this is a spherical refracting surface and this is also a spherical refracting surface. So lenses are bounded by two refracting surface. First one is here, second one is here. In concave, first one is here, second one is here. So lenses are bounded by two refracting surface, out of which at least one surface is curved. From these two refracting surface, one should be at least a curved surface. What it means? It means that a lens, okay, a lens may be look like this. Okay, this is also a spherical refracting surface and this is a plane refracting surface. It states that at least one surface is curved. Here this surface is curved. Okay, one surface is curved, so it can be considered as a lens. Okay, so look to this. Okay, this is also a lens. Okay, because there are two refracting surface, but the one surface may be plane or may not be plane. It does not matter. It only matter one surface is curved. Here two surfaces is curved, so it is also a lens. Here it is also a lens. But what is the name of this kind of lens? Okay, so now I am going to discuss about convex lens. Okay, so how to recognize a convex lens? So look, the thickness of the center. Okay, in convex lens the thickness of the center is more than the thickness of the upper layer. Okay, the thickness of the center is more than this. Okay, so convex lens have a thicker middle portion. Okay, thicker middle portion. जिस लेंस का सेंटर मोटा होगा उसे क्या कहेंगे? कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. So now look at this. So the center is much more thicker than this. So this is a convex lens. Now look at this. The center is thicker than the upper portion. So this is known as plano convex lens. Okay, this surface is plane. This surface is plane and this is convex. So this is known as plano convex. Okay, plano convex lens. So this is known as concavo convex. Okay, concavo convex. Okay, concavo convex lens. This is also known as simply convex lens, or I can say this is a biconvex lens. Okay, this is known as biconvex. Bi means two. Here the two sides are convex, so this is known as biconvex lens. So we strictly discuss about this biconvex lens. Okay, but you should, as a good student, you have to know that there are many type of convex lens. When you are solving a problem, you will get this type of lenses. So this is plano convex, this is concavo convex. Okay, this is the process how to recognize a convex lens. That convex lens have a thick middle portion. Okay, thick middle portion. So how to recognize convex lens? How to recognize a convex lens? Convex lens को कैसे पहचानेंगे? So like convex lens, the concave lens have certain property that the center portion is thinner than the upper portion. Okay, the middle portion is thinner. Okay, इसका मतलब यह है कि इसका मिडिल पोर्शन बहुत पतला है. Okay, so look at this. So this portion is very thin than that of this upper portion. So I can say that it is a concave lens. Okay, like plano convex, they are also plano concave. Okay, look at the center. This is the thin portion, but this is the wider portion. So this is known as plano concave. Okay, plano concave lens. Plano concave lens. Okay, similarly I can draw a lens like this. This is known as convexo concave. Okay, convexo concave, because this is a thin middle portion and this is a thick upper portion. This is known as convexo concave, and this is known as plano concave, and this is known as biconcave. Okay, biconcave, because there is two refracting surfaces are concave. So this is biconvex, plano concave, and this is convexo concave. So this is about lens and the property of a convex lens, how to recognize physically the convex lens and how to recognize concave lens physically. These are the criteria that you should look for to recognize the types of lenses. But now we will discuss about some terms associated with these kind of lenses. It may be concave or it may be convex. Okay, now look at these terms that are associated with different type of lenses. Okay, so now look, the terms associated with lenses. Lenses means when I am writing lens, it is the thin lens. Okay, because in your syllabus we have to discuss about thin lens. Okay, so the terms associated with lenses. Okay, so now look, this is a convex lens. Okay, this is a convex lens, or I can write biconvex, or simply I can write it convex lens. And this is known as concave lens. Okay, this is known as concave lens. Convex lens, this is concave lens. Now remember, when we discuss about refraction in spherical mirror, okay, sorry, reflection in spherical mirror, reflection in curved mirror or spherical mirror, I have always told this is concave, this is convex. Okay, it has only one reflecting surface, only one reflecting surface. It may be concave, it may be convex, but in mirror there is only one reflecting surface. But here in this case there are two refracting surfaces. Okay, suppose this is x, this is y, here also it is x, this is y. So now look, x a y and x b y, these are the two refracting surface. Okay, so a lens have two refracting surface. Okay, there, and this is x b y. So I can here write x a y, this is x b y. So if there is two refracting surface, then everything in lens is double. Okay, it means suppose I from this curvature I can draw a sphere. Okay, if this is a sphere, this is the curvature, and there will be a center C1 for the curvature XBY. Okay, now if I draw this, then it will give rise to a sphere, and this curvature have certain center at C2. This is the curvature. Okay, so a lens have two refracting surface, two center of curvature, okay, and two radius of curvature. Okay, everything in a lens is two. So here you can, in convex, in concave, you can draw a sphere like this. Here you can draw a sphere like this. So there will be a radius of curvature. Here will be a radius of curvature. So here will be a center of curvature. Here will be a center of curvature. So unlike mirror, lenses have two refracting surface, hence everything in lens is two. So it have two center of curvature, two radius of curvature. Okay, so let's discuss about these things. Okay, so here C1 and C2. Okay, C1 or C2 is known as radius of center of curvature. Okay, center of curvature, center of curvature. Okay, C1 C2. Here you can write, if you extend it will be like this. Here will be C1, here will be C2. So C1 and C2 are the center of curvature. So this is C1b. Okay, C1b and C2a. C1b and C2a, these are known as radius of curvature. Okay, radius of curvature. Here you can write like this. This is the radius of curvature. This is the radius of curvature for xby. This is the radius of curvature for xay. Okay, so this is two radius of curvature. Here you can also draw this. These are also the radius of curvature. Now look, the line, or I can say axis, can be drawn between C1 and C2. Okay, a line can be drawn between C1 and C2. Okay, this is known as principal axis, or I have written W dash. Okay, W dash is known as principal axis. Okay, principal axis. ठीक है, C1 C2 center of curvature, C1b C2 a radius of curvature, W dash is the principal axis. Here in concave you can also draw like this. Extend it to left towards right, you can extend it. So this is known as principal axis. There are some more things you have to know. Okay, suppose this is a convex lens. Okay, this is a convex lens. Okay, this is the center of curvature C1, this is the center of curvature C2. I can draw C1, C2. This is the principal axis. Okay, so a ray incident on the lens, a ray incident on the lens that intersect the principal axis at a point is known as optical center C. Okay, this is the incident ray and this is the emergent ray. Incident ray, this is the emergent ray, and this ray is the refracted ray. I have discussed this in refraction in glass lab. Glass lab, this is incident ray, this is refracted ray, this is emergent ray. Okay, so this incident ray and this emergent ray are parallel to each other, but it shifted. This is known as lateral displacement. Okay, so this is the direction of incident ray and this is the direction of emergent ray. These are parallel to each other, and when the refracted ray intersect the principal axis somewhere, this point is known as optical center. Okay, or usually this is the geometrical center. Okay, this is a convex lens, this is the principal axis. If you draw a line here, this will be the optical center. So C is the optical center of the lens, but C is known as optical center. Here I have discussed the thin lens. If the lens is very thin, okay, if the lens is very thin, then this displacement will be decreased and the line is looks like undeviated when the ray of light go through C. Okay, इसका मतलब ये है जब C के अंदर से लाइट जा रहा होगा तो ये undeviated दिख रहा होगा जैसे when the thickness of the lens is decreased. Okay, this displacement will decrease, so the line passing through C or the ray of light going through the optical center C will be undeviated from its path. So basically I am going to say that this is the principal axis and this point is known as optical center. Here in this figure, this point C is known as optical center. Okay, this is known as optical center. Okay, so now let's discuss about more terms associated with lens, that is focus. Okay, focus of a lens. So focus of a lens. So as I have discussed, two refractive surface, two center of curvature, two radius of curvature. So a lens has two focus. Focus 1, focus 2. First focus is known as first principal focus. Second focus is known as second principal focus. One focus is towards the left and another focus is towards right. In concave and convex there are two focus. Okay, first principal focus, second principal focus. So first principal focus. First principal focus. So what is first principal focus? So look at the definition that I am going to write. First principal focus. Okay, this is a point on the principal axis. Okay, this is a point on the principal axis such that ray of light going or coming from this point in convex lens and appears and appears to come in concave lens after refraction through the lens. After refraction through the lens, they becomes parallel. Okay, they becomes parallel. This is the point on the principal axis such that ray of light going from this point in convex lens. So let's discuss first principal focus in convex lens. Okay, this is a convex lens. This is the principal axis x, y. There is a point on the principal axis. So first principal focus is there is a point on the principal axis. Suppose this is point F1. Such that ray of light going from this point. So suppose ray of light going like this. Then it is also going like this. Then after refraction through the lens, they becomes parallel. It means the ray of light after refraction, they becomes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, parallel to what? Principal axis. So this is known as principal focus or first principal focus F1. So this is in convex lens. Okay, this is in convex lens. So in concave lens, this is the principal axis x, y. This is the point on the principal axis such that if the ray of light appears to come to that point, so it means it is the optical center. Suppose the ray of light go like this. Okay, this incident ray appears to come to at this point. Okay, they are appears, not actually they are coming to this point, but they are this is seems to coming to this point F1, but this is known as diverging lens. So this is parallel. This is parallel ray. So after refraction, the refracted ray parallel. This is the first principal focus F1, and this is the first principal focus F1 for convex, and this is for concave lens. Okay, this is the definition of first principal focus. Okay, I forgot to tell you a fact that convex mirror is known as converging mirror. Okay, convex is known as converging lens, and concave is known as diverging lens. Okay, it means it will deviate the path of light. It deviate the path of light here like this. So in convex mirror, the first principal focus is on the left side, but in concave lens, the first principal focus in the right side of the lens. Okay, this is first principal focus. So what about second principal focus? So let's discuss about second principal focus. So second principal focus. Second principal focus. Okay, second principal focus. So it is the point on the principal axis. Okay, it is also a point on the principal axis. Okay, principal axis. Such that ray of light incident parallel to the principal axis will converge in convex lens and seems to diverge in concave lens concave lens after refraction. Okay, after refraction. So what it means? Suppose this is a convex lens. Okay, suppose this is a convex lens and this is a concave lens. Okay, this is a concave and this is convex. Okay, in convex lens, this is the principal axis xy, and here it is also there. Principal axis xy. So when parallel ray of light incident on the principal parallel light to the incident on the lens, they will converge. Okay, they will converge at one point in convex lens. So this is known as f2 or second principal focus. Okay, but here when ray of light incident parallel to the principal axis, they will diverge like this and like this. But when we virtually draw it, it will meet at a point something here. So this is f2. Okay, it means the ray of light seems to diverge from this point. Okay, so this is the definition for second principal focus. So in convex lens, the second principal focus is right to the convex lens, but in concave lens, the second principal focus is left to the concave lens. But when we talk about focus of a lens, when we talk, mark my words, this is the important thing. When we talk about the focus of a lens, it means we are talking about the second principal focus. Okay, we are talking about the second principal focus, not the first principal focus. So always remember, where a word focus is written for a lens, it means it is giving the second principal focus. And we know that this is optical center C and this is C. The length between optical center and focus is known as focal length. This is small f1 and this is small f1. Okay, the length between optical center and focus, this is known as focal length. In mirror we have also discussed that this is the focal length. So two focus, two focal length, two radius of curvature, two center of curvature, two refractive surface. Everything is doubled in lens and spherical refracting surface. Okay, so look that the in convex mirror, original ray of light are meeting at a point. Okay, in first principal focus as well as in second principal focus, original ray of light are meeting on the principal axis, real ray. But here we virtually draw this line. They are not appears to come or appears to diverge. We also, we simply virtually draw these things. Okay, so a convex lens has real focus, but concave lens has virtual focus. These are the important things you should write on your notebook. That convex lens, real focus. Okay, real focus. And concave lens, virtual focus. Okay, convex lens, real focus, concave lens, virtual focus. This is about focus and focal length. And after this, there is Cartesian sign convention. I have already discussed about Cartesian sign convention. That ray of light, suppose ray of light going like this. Okay, suppose this is a lens and ray of light incident like this. Okay, the length always measured from the optical center. In mirror, the length are measured from the pole, but in lens, the length are measured from the optical center C. So along the direction of incident ray, all length are positive. Okay, along the direction of incident ray, everything is positive, and against the direction of incident, everything is negative. Towards the up principal axis positive, towards the down it is negative. Well, this is the thing already I have discussed in when we study for mirror and spherical, or I can say quad mirror. So this is about the basic things about spherical refracting surface and lenses. So any kind of doubt you can ask me in the comment box. Thank you.